Good morning, everybody. Sunday morning, 10 o'clock. And you're probably thinking, well, why the hell are you in your van with your work hoodie on? Because I'm heading down to work. I've got to do a quick job for Mr. Joe Oates. Now, Joe is the owner of the Focus four-wheel drive Cosworth Powered race car. He does the modified Ford series, and we sort of sponsor Joe a little bit, help him out. He's the one that's had the disaster in the past with the Cosworth mapping episodes and us having to build the engine 3 or 4 times. But fingers crossed, touch wood, everything's been fine lately. He's had a dry sump fitted, which has made a hell of a difference to the reliability of the engine. No oil leaks, constant oil pressure, no crankcase breathing, all the rest of it. He had it mapped the other day at 605 brake horsepower, not running to its full potential, so he's happy with that, and he's just going to go and try it and enjoy it, and sounds like sort of enough power to me. But I'm just heading down there today because obviously he works, he's very busy running his own business in the week. I think he's got a bit of an issue by the sounds of it with these new caliper carriers or something like that, so he just wants a bit machined off just to bring them central. Little fiddly things like that when you're doing one-off R&D sort of work, I suppose, on your race car. But if he doesn't get it done this morning, he's not going to be able to test the car, so I said I'd pop down. It's probably only half hour's work, just get that done for him. Fortunately, being Sunday morning, I didn't have any drinks last night. I don't really drink anyway, but yeah, we'll get down there, see what Joe's got lined up for us. So, unfortunately, Joe's buggered off for a bit. He's coming back in about an hour, but these are the caliper carriers off his race car. Now this, we've got to remove 4¼ mil off these faces here to bring the disc in central to the caliper, apparently, so that's what I'm doing for him. But yeah, just to help Joe out so he can test the car. I think next Saturday he's got a meeting, so he's got to get the thing all sorted. Mondays ain't a great day for me. Quite difficult really on a Monday. I come in, I try it because I'm out in the workshop as much as I can be now, or as much as I want to be. I do the invoicing as I'm going along, but I tend to sort of, it gathers up, so I tend to leave it till Monday to get all the purchase invoices in. So I got in this morning at 8 o'clock, and I was there still at gone 1 o'clock doing paperwork. So yeah, Mondays ain't great for me. So the E30, I said to you earlier on, we've still got the E30 here. It's been a right old palaver. So it went off to be jigged, came back. It was meant to go back to Mikey straight away. We've had it here all weekend because Mikey went drifting, and then he messaged me last night saying, can we hold on to it for a few days or so because he needs to catch up, which is fair enough. But we got nowhere in here to keep it. So obviously we can't even get to the ramp at the minute. The kit car's over there. So yeah, we're a bit stuffed. So fortunately, I've took it off the trailer, and Stu's going to keep it over there for a few days at Alfa Ragazzi. So thank you very much, Stu. You're a legend. But where are we with the E30? So, good news. Unbelievable this. You know the people that we got the Polish lot who we got the body kit from. Now, I've said to you that, annoyingly, they're quite difficult to deal with, but the kit is excellent quality. So I suppose it's been worth the wait and worth the hassle. But we told you before that we got the majority of the kit, but there was some bits missing. Now, because of the palaver I had when the main bits turned up, I thought, well, it doesn't matter. We'll just go ahead and sort of try and find them and order them from elsewhere. But it turns out the bits that were missing were mainly to do with the C-pillar kit. So that's the kit that goes over the back window and just alters the angle of the back window on the M3. And then obviously you've got the boot, which sits sort of in line with that, on top of the the wings. So yeah, we got the majority of the bits. We got the main C-pillar kit, so like the entire thing. But what I didn't realise is there's bracing that goes on the inside. So in between the original E30 wing and the C-pillar kit, there's bracing that goes in there that strengthens it up. So you bond all that together and you bond it on the car. So they were missing. You can't get them on their own. Also, the part at the bottom of the C-pillar kit, which is an extension of the parcel shelf, there's a bracing bit that goes underneath that as well. You can't get that on its own. I've been in touch with Spencer Latham, who does the carbon fibre kits. He did do the fiberglass, and he can get the fiberglass, but he doesn't use them himself. Turns out the reason for that is because they can do the carbon fibre about 1 millimetre thick, which is it sort of replicates the original steel one, so it just fits a lot nicer, whereas the fiberglass is about 4 mil thick, and where it needs to bond onto the existing panels, it's a bit too thick, he said, so it just takes quite a lot of trimming down and test fitting and all the rest of it, which I suppose for him, if he's doing it for a living, he can't really afford that time. With us, we're going to have to do it. I did get in touch with him about a carbon fibre kit, and it's about 1,500 quid. So for the sake of these little bracing bits, you can get you can do the fiberglass kit, but that's still about, I think that's still about £1,000 or something like that, getting on that. So yeah, very annoying. So yes, I've been in touch with the company where the bits are missing from out of the kit. They keep promising, like originally before we had any of the kit, they were promising it for this date, that date, and I thought it's never going to happen. They got hold of us a week and a half ago and said, we're going to deliver it not this weekend, the one after, so the weekend just gone. I thought, yeah, all right, I'll believe that when I see it. He said, but there's a problem. Our driver isn't coming down to Devon. Have you got anywhere in Bristol, Gloucester or London? And I was like, well, no. And then I thought, well, the only person I know in London is Paul, and that's Paul with the Focus RS Mark III there. Paul's due to come down to pick that engine up and drop some more engine bits off shortly. So I thought it's worth a cheeky ask, really, see if Paul's willing to take it on. Of course, he said yes, no problem whatsoever. So I said to him, don't stay in. If you have to go out the weekend, they have promised to come down, but if you have to go out, it's fine. But he stayed in anyway. And fortunately, they did ring him on Saturday morning, said it would be here tomorrow, so the Sunday, and it did turn up yesterday. It turned up on time, and so I'm absolutely flabbergasted. The only trouble is it's turned up as a massive box. And I said to Paul, you better open it, make sure they've got the right box. And when they opened it up, it's not only got all the bracing bits we need, it's got another C-pillar, so an outer, which would be ideal for spares. And it come with a front splitter, so that's the splitter that goes underneath the front bumper, the Evo 3 front bumper. The splitter I won't be using because I've ordered a carbon fibre one, also a carbon fibre gurney flat and carbon fibre wing mirrors. It come with the brake ducts that go into the below the indicators on the front bumper, which I don't need because I've got carbon fibre ones, but yeah, ideal that it's got them in there. And also, which is an absolute result, it's come with the front arch liners in fiberglass, but they look like they're a Kevlar coated fiberglass, and the same with the rear outer inner arch. So that was going to be a problem. Mikey was going to have to tub the arch and make it up to the wing, which is obviously quite a lot of fabricating, and then we don't really know the actual width it's meant to be. But these, basically, you just cut the old ones off, so you've got two sections to the inner arch, you've got the inner and the outer, and they are sort of spot welded together. You drill the spot welds off, take the outer off of the old E30, and then you bond this fiberglass one on. So what we're going to do is we're going to Kevlar coat the bottom, proper style. We're going to bond that on, and then we haven't got to do any fabricating. The wing just goes up to that. Jobs are good, and so I'm well happy with that. And not only that, but the front one, we didn't have anything. So I was thinking, you just got open fiberglass arches really, which isn't ideal. So we're going to do the same with the front as the rear. So yeah, basically guys, got everything now, all the body I suppose, which is great news. So fortunately, we've got somewhere to keep the BMW at the moment, bit of a pest, but as soon as Mikey's ready for it back, we'll drop it straight up there and hopefully he can crack on. But I don't think we're too far away really. Mikey's got to do the floor of the car in the front, both sides. He's got to put the sill on one side, obviously the front panel on, and a bit of work under the bonnet, etc. And then we're ready to sort of have it back and start fitting bits and that. So really excited, but it's one of those excited, frustrated sort of projects really, but maybe that's just me, I'm a bit impatient, and I like to be very, very organised with things. So yeah, great news that the kit turned up guys, but we will keep you posted in another video of what's happening. Oh, just while we're here, which I'm going to show in a main video anyway, but I'll just show you this. E30 2.3 cylinder headlet. As I say, showed it in the main channel, but that's all blasted in our vapor blaster. Come in looking horrible. I mean, you know what these get like, really corroded aluminium, but that looks absolutely spot on. So we've done all the clearances on that. I've got to take it to bits now, put them stem seals on, put all the valves in, springs on, and that's ready for the customer. But he has sent some other bits in, guys. So if any of you guys have got any aluminium, etc., that you need vapor blast in, we've got the throttle bodies which we're going to have to do for him, and obviously he's going to strip down and clean them afterwards. But we'll just show you this, look. It's all part of the inlet manifold. I've done half and left the other half just to show you a comparison. Like, you see what I mean, the head was all like that. It just looks horrible, doesn't it? But you see literally about 30 seconds of blasting, and that's what it comes up like. So yeah, you can see the difference. Fantastic. But there we go. Thank you once again for watching, guys. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you tomorrow on the main channel for another video. Thanks, guys.